too. Hey, everybody. How are you out there? Welcome to the Senior Network, the eXp Senior Network Empower Hour. Wow, it's quite a few people coming in here. This is great. So today we've got a couple of guests that have decided have said that they come in and talk to us about a couple of big topics that you all have put into the network chat as to, hey, these are things that we'd really like to learn about. So we have Stephen Norris from Denver, Colorado, Littleton actually, and Kimberly Mooney from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and they're going to take a little bit of a deeper dive into kind of some analytics and marketing, how they do go about it, how they track it, and how we can be a little more effective at finding our market and penetrating so that we get some deals out of it. Okay. If you have questions, please either raise your hand or put it into the chat. Eve and I are going to monitor the chat as we go along here, and we'll try to break in and ask any questions that may get caught in there. So, without further ado, Eve, unless you have something more you'd like to jump in with, I'm gonna.
No, thank you very much.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kimberly and Stephen. And Stephen, I think you were going to jump in first and just kind of rock and roll right into the analytics of it.
Absolutely, guys. So I really thank you guys for letting us come back to the Senior Network, guys. This is our second time in the last 12 months. So appreciate that, guys. What I want you guys to do in the chat is just throw some stuff in there about what are you guys expecting out of this phone call, right? Because, guys, we have 1 hour with you guys. We got 1 hour. I know it seems like a lot, but it's going to fly by fast when we're just getting in our group. So I want everyone right now to take about 10 seconds, put in the chat right now. What are some things, or maybe one thing you want to get out of this, or you are expecting to get out of this? You guys got the invitation, saw it on the group, the workplace, whatever. What did you guys think you're going to learn from this? We want to see that because, yes, we have some stuff on the agenda to talk through, organized. We like to do that. But in general, though, we really want to answer your questions. You guys took time out of your day to be here. So we want to respect that, number one. Number two, we know that you guys are on different time zones. So for some of you, it might be 3, 4 o'clock right now. It might be later than that, depending upon what coast you're on. It might be earlier than you guys. If you're in Hawaii, for me, you're 4 or 5 hours behind us. So you're waking up right now, guys. So, all right, cool, guys. I got one person made a comment. Kayla, thank you. What are others doing in messaging to demographic? Guys, we got one comment in there. So she's going to get her stuff answered. Guys, marketing. Cool, guys, come on. You got to give it to us, all right? Because, again, the most important part we're talking about here is how to front load your business, all right? Everyone's been telling us we had a bad year or whatever that looks like to you. How do you guys want to kick up your next 10 months? We got 10 months in this year, so how are we going to be getting it going, okay? New businesses. We got going on marketing platforms. So talking today, we're going to hop into, since it's been 4 minutes, we're gonna be talking into social media, number one, how to get more engagement on there, tracking analytics, and when it comes to that, we want to get business, retain business, and then once you also have your listings and your buyers, how do you leverage that for more and more business? Okay, that's what we want to talk about here today. Awesome, guys. I love this. Yep, targeting communities. Love this. What kind of marketing materials? Yep. What kind of markets do you do for their children? Yep. Come on, guys. Keep it going. I love this. Okay. So we're going to start talking, just so you guys know, kind of general. Okay. Because for social media, we can talk on one thing for an hour, but we want to get kind of general. And then we're going to deep dive into all of your particular things. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the platforms, right? We got Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and TikTok, right? I'm going to break all of them down super quick, okay? How should you guys be using all of these things? Okay. Number one, Facebook. Facebook is unfortunately now all about business and money. They want your money. So if you guys are doing organic posts, stuff like that, guys, unless you're actually boosting them or putting ad money behind that, you're honestly not talking to a lot of people. You're just not, okay? Oh, guys, I had 1,000, 20,000 views on my stories. Woo, awesome, guys. If you're being told that, they have some ad behind that. One of our colleagues, Johnny Fowler out of Houston, he is the #1 marketing lender in the whole US. He does classes for free about all this stuff, analytics and whatnot, guys. It comes right from the horse's mouth. Facebook is now a pay-to-play business platform. So if you're on Facebook, love it. If you want more business from Facebook, learn how to optimize this. Kimberly's going to talk us through how to actually get into your back office. Yes, That's another topic to have altogether, how we actually maximize our back offices in the meta world. We're not talking about that right now, but just so you guys know. But number one, Facebook, that's going to be all business, right? So get on that. Instagram, that's for branding and awareness. Okay. Yes, obviously learn how to optimize that so people can DM you, message you, comment on posts so you guys can engage with that. Okay. But Instagram is primarily for building your brand and the awareness. Okay. LinkedIn, super underutilized right now. Guys, get on LinkedIn. Use LinkedIn like Facebook. Okay. Not in terms of post, but business professional posts. Just sold, just listed, testimonials, all that kind of stuff that's getting eaten up right now. Okay. Gary Vaynerchuk is saying, hey guys, LinkedIn is super utilized right now. We're spending billions of dollars going all in on this platform because it's really getting into it right now. Okay. So LinkedIn, get on that right now. YouTube, obviously, as everyone knows, guys, people are camera shy. That's okay. YouTube is much more long form content if you guys are wanting to do that as part of your business. Okay. Some people don't, they're very successful. Some people, that's all they do is YouTube. What you do not have to be YouTube at all. That's kind of the platform where I would say it's going to be, the accelerant or not. It's not going to be an amazing, revolutionary thing to get on right now. But guys, just if you wanted to do YouTube, the answer is yes, get on there. If you're like, well, I don't really want to, that's okay as well. Okay, but I'm telling you, when you have your posts, your Instagrams, your stories, your videos you guys recording, that's just another platform. Because remember, YouTube is owned by Google, a search engine. Okay. So when someone Googles best realtor near me, they're going to pop up on Google and YouTube. So make sure that you guys are on both platforms. You guys got to take that up the whole page on that first piece. Okay. And then, of course, TikTok. Yes, obviously, TikTok is ridiculous and I think it's crazy too. But guys, here's the deal. The demographic on TikTok is what a bunch of teens, but who do the teens know? Older
That's
siblings.
not true.
Exactly.
It's
Right?
not.
Exactly.
You're being told that TikTok is primarily the youth, but let me tell you something. There are so many people who are in your niche, your senior niche, who are on TikTok, and you don't have to be a good dancer and you don't have to be a good singer. None of that is what you need to be doing
Mm-hmm.
on TikTok. And that's one of the reasons I love TikTok. So I will talk about that. But sorry, Steven, get back to it.
No, that's awesome, guys. And that's a huge part there because, guys, misconception. We want to break the misconceptions about why I should be where and what I should be posting. Because, guys, just what? Things you're being told are probably wrong. Things you're being told not to do, it's probably the right thing to do, but people are scared it's going to take their business. Guys, don't listen to them. Okay. But yes, guys, TikTok, short form platform. Remember, you guys look at, so real quick, so you guys look at all the analytics from every single major marketing and social media company that have risen up so far, what has happened, right? MySpace is gone, unfortunately. Instagram and Facebook started to be the main two competitors, right? Facebook started to do posts, then stories, then they did videos. Now they're selling ads. Instagram, did the exact same thing. Instagram was only posts, then they did video, then Instagram TV, long form content. Now they're doing ads too. TikTok is the first time in our lives, all of our lives here, where we are actually ahead of the curve. They've already introduced and announced they're going to start doing stories and ads and videos and TikTok. So Kermit's going to talk more about it. But guys, remember, it's not rocket science. I promise, guys. It's actually very easy. And remember, one time a week, one post a week, start there. Then obviously, when you get in your groove, maybe two times a week. Guys, don't go overboard. Just once a week for right now. No matter how ridiculous you guys think you're going to sound, look, or the editing's bad, who cares? Make it imperfect, but actually do it. Because if you guys are doing it, you're ahead of everyone else who's trying to be a perfectionist. I promise. Okay. But that's the thing that we're going to kind of dive into those main five things a little bit. We're also going to go tracking to marketing, materials, getting clients, retaining clients, and also other people. Okay. But that being said, I've been talking about 5 minutes straight. We want to hear either from you guys, either some, yes, guys, keep the chat filling up. Kim, bring pass over to you for a little bit too. Kind of go through what you've been thinking about, but then we're going to bring it right on back and keep the train going. Okay.
Yeah, happy to take over for a minute, Stephen. One thing that I know is probably confusing, overwhelming, and stressful when you think about social media is the analytics behind it. And you have probably heard 1,500 people tell you you need to track your analytics. But what the heck does that even mean? How do you find it? What are you looking for? And what even is like the specifics behind tracking your analytics? So yesterday, my husband was giving me so much grief because I was Googling words, like specific words, I know how to track analytics, but I can explain it to you my way and you will be like, what the heck are you talking about? So I had to look up like the official words of things so you can find it easier. And he's giving me so much grief about how I already know this. Why am I Googling this? So the biggest thing, there's 4 types of analytics that you're looking for. There's descriptive, there's diagnostic, there's prescriptive, and predictive. So those 4 are also very different. What you're looking for in your content is whether 1, it's reaching who you want it to reach, 2, it's doing what you need it to do, 3, is it working well, or should you stop making that kind of content, and 4, what is it doing? What is your content doing? Is it actually getting out to new faces? Are you seeing new viewers on your posts? Or is it only the people who are already following you? And at that point, is that who you are wanting to be absorbing your content? So first off, I'm just going to read off my notes because it's a little bit more, it's easier to tell you. So the descriptive analytics is going to provide a summary of historic data. So that's telling us what has already happened on your social media, who has already seen your story on Instagram, who read your post on Facebook, who's looking at the things that you're sharing. Diagnostic is going to identify factors that lead to outcomes. That means new viewers are watching your stories. Okay, the outcome of that is you're getting new followers or you're getting new engagement on your posts, which is then boosting it to even more people. The predictive is going to tell us patterns that they see in your content, what is making a certain outcome happen and what's not doing so well. And you can use the predictive analytics to determine whether you continue posting a certain kind of content or you continue utilizing a certain platform for that content or not. The best one, the one that I specifically love the most, is prescriptive. So there are free tools, there's paid tools, and I'll drop those in the chat here in a second for you to take a look at. But these are analyzing the performance of your past posts, your content, your stories, everything, and they are prescribing actions for you to take. So certain times that you should be posting at instead of others, types of content you should be sharing that's working the most, that's getting you the most engagement or the right outcome. And the other thing too is hashtags and keywords for you to use in your content to reach the right people. So you're probably familiar with hashtags. Some people overuse them, some people underuse them, and they are so impactful. So if you guys have a second, drop it in the comments what hashtags are you typically using when you post content? Because I would personally love to see what you guys are using and help you a little bit in the way of finding hashtags that are actually going to boost the outcome of your post rather than just being a hashtag on your post. So take a second, drop a couple hashtags, ones you've seen, ones you use, ones that you hate to see, any of that. Drop it in the chat so we can kind of go off of that. Because like Steven said, we absolutely want to interact with you so that we can best share what we know to actually fit what you're looking for. Okay, so somebody said profile bios. Those are vital. Those are vital to the success of your content, to be honest with you. So one of the biggest things that you're going to want to have in your profile is a really strong bio. A couple of things to include in that bio: your name and where people can find you. That means for me, Kimberly Mooney, Albuquerque, New Mexico. What am I? A realtor. So that makes it really clear right off the bat who I am, where I am, and what I do. The next thing, a problem that you solve. Think of your particular niche, your ideal client, your avatar, whoever, whatever you want to call it. What's something that they struggle with? What's a question you're asked often? What's something that you specialize in? Now put the solution in your bio. For me, it's helping millennial mamas reduce their stress by increasing their square footage. That is because as a mom of 2 young kids, we had to sell our 1,200 square foot house and get something bigger because I was drowning. I constantly had one of the 3 people in my house touching me or sitting near me or toys everywhere. It was stressful. So for me, That was my pain point, and that's what real estate did. That's how it solved that problem for me. So another thing you want to include, where they can reach you, whether that's your phone number, your email, a link tree, whatever you want to post on there, make it purposeful, something that you regularly check and can easily be connected with. Because if you put in there your phone number, but you don't answer numbers you don't recognize, you're going to get a lot of opportunities that fly right over your head because you aren't answering that phone. So make sure it's something that you feel comfortable giving out, and make sure it's something that's easy for you to utilize often. Steven, did you want to kind of hop in and share your thoughts there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, guys. And just so you know, we already got a question from somebody. I knew exactly this question was going to come up. What's Linktree, right? So yes, guys, real quick, divulge in this. Linktree, basically, we're not going to go into this right now, but guys, Google it, linktree.com. What it is everyone on Instagram has one thing. It's a link you click, and it brings to like 10 of the links. It's basically kind of like a little housing mechanism, that you guys can have 1 to 20 to 50 links you want in one thing. Why is this so popular on Instagram? Because Instagram only allows you to have one URL on your profile. That's what everyone says. Look my bio, look my bio, look my bio, because the link tree does that. But anyway, guys, it's a very, very easy thing to do. Please let us know if you guys want us to help you guys set it up, or again, Google it. Guys, it's literally a minute setup. I promise you it's really easy. Okay.
And you can check out mine on my Instagram bio. It's my link tree is literally on all my social media. So if you find me anywhere, you can find my link tree. But I utilize it to share market updates. I utilize it to share, when you're making squeeze pages, all of that stuff you can put in your link tree so that that's kind of permanent, where people can click on that and find what they're looking for. And now they're associating those kinds of things with you, with your name, with your niche, with your area. I'm reading through some of these hashtags, and guys, you guys are already doing a really good job specializing in certain things. Like I'm seeing Cape Cod luxury homes. I love that. Think of social media as the new Google. When you look for something on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, you are looking for what people personally are backing with their genuine belief. So when you look on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and you're like, a restaurant I want to go to in Cape Cod, you're going to see people posting restaurants that they love or feedback about a restaurant that was a horrible experience. You're going to take that in. You're going to remember that when you're thinking of where to go to dinner next week with your family. So when you are using hashtags, think of them as keywords that people are searching on social media. For me, I like to include a hashtag about a pain point. So, maybe it's need to upgrade my home, or need to upsize my home, or I need more space. So I want to put that kind of hashtag because my ideal market is looking to upsize their home. Your ideal market is obviously very different. So you need to be thinking, what are pain points that I can solve for them? Those pain points are great hashtag opportunities. The other thing too, don't talk about yourself in your hashtags. I know you're tempted to be like, Albuquerque's #1 realtor. Try not to. Try to put other things that your ideal client is looking for. So home buyer in Albuquerque, where to buy a home in Albuquerque, how to sell my home in Albuquerque. Questions and things like that are so important when you're picking hashtags.
Yeah. And so, with that being said, what I want to do right now, because we've had, love you guys, chat, filling it up. I love that too, guys. We have 40 minutes left. So what I want to do right now is, Kimberly, let's start attacking these questions, okay, that people are actually writing into us, because I feel we're going to have enough content to run this whole meeting with. So guys, first thing, Kayla, thanks very much. What are others doing in messaging to the demographic? So step back, right? How do we find people in the first place? Number one, guys, learn your market. Be a knowledge eater, okay? Find where people are coming from. Guys, if you guys want the quick and dirty, go to your MLS. For us, personally, we also have Remine, right? If you want something like Remine, ask your MLS if you guys have data analytics about, hey, where are ownership statistics? If someone's been living in their house for more than 20 years, I guarantee they're probably in that age category that you guys are looking into, okay? When it comes to that other stuff right there too, you guys can go to PropWire. So PropWire is what basically wholesalers, guys who want to sell properties off market do. Tons of great analytics, people who are empty nesters, 50 and older, people who want this kind of stuff, right, guys? But again, get the analytics. And I'm not saying to go buy the list, but guys, look at where people are segregated to in your towns, right? First of all, guys, you guys should know the information in the first place, where people are moving to, the neighborhoods, 50 and older. And besides that, get involved with them and their kids. Because if you're talking to an 85-year-old individual selling a property, potentially there may be some mental incapacity there. So more likely, there may be more than that person in the decision-making process of selling their home, or unfortunately, maybe you've already missed the boat and now they've passed away. Now you're dealing with the kids sell the property. Now you're dealing with probate, the attorneys. That's stressful, right? How are we handling that stuff right there too? So number one, look at your data, analyze where those people are coming from, and based off of what you guys want to specialize in. 55 and older, communities, golf course, upsize, downsize, boomers, empty nesters, those are all different topics, right? When I'm talking about, so, my background runs in gerontology, right? Older folks. So there's 3 different categories of old. There's old, young, there's young old, mid old, and old, okay? Basically, it's 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, okay? When you're coming to the younger olds, they're generally going to be that boomer generation, right? 60, 70. They're still going to have their wits about them. They either want their final resting place. So when you guys say, oh, empty nester, downsize, the kids are gone. Guys, not all the time are they buying a smaller house. Maybe they want their final place I've always wanted to get. We just had one of our clients, we bought their house, we sold it for 500,000 bucks, sold our house for 1.5 million. That was a massive house, 6,000 square foot for just the 2 of them. But guess what? Now the kids, the grandkids, the cousins are coming in to visit them, right? They want that visiting space. So again, make sure you are identifying who you want to do. And like Kimberly mentioned, identify their problems that they're going to run into and how can you guys solve that problem? You guys are a resource. Okay, so that's the first thing when it comes to how we find them, dive into them. Messaging wise, exactly what Kimberly mentioned. You guys have to make sure you guys are having those things when you guys are posting, your hashtags rank. So when someone does look up that somebody or that particular problem, you're popping up, right? Even if they're not talking about your video content post you've done, they're still going to see you. You guys got to get the awareness. 7 to 10 points for they even get a phone call to you. You have to touch them as much as humanly possible. Okay. So yes, I'm done real quick. Kimberly, what do you want to add?
I was just going to hop on and say, when you are making content, there are a few different emotions that you are trying to invoke through that content, whether you are doing that consciously or subconsciously. So what I want all of you guys to do is, like Steven said, think about who is my ideal client. What are they asking for? What are they looking for? Like Steven broke it down to young, old, medium old, and old. Think about your ideal client. Think about where they are in their life. Think about things that they may not have thought of or don't want to really open up about yet, and build that know, like, and trust with content that invokes the emotions related to those problems. So like Steven's saying, they may not be downsizing, they may be upsizing. They may be choosing a bigger home with more rooms, with more space. Why? Because they want family to come visit them, but they don't want to have to be the people that are asking family to come visit them. So instead they get to send out, and this is something you can help them with too. This can be marketing that you offer as a realtor, sending out the welcome home cards, sending that to their friends and family. One, if you want to do that for them, you can include your branding on that, your information on there, and you can loop in with all of those brand new contacts. That's a great way to put your face in front of a lot of new people. The second reason that that's important is when you move to a new home, even if it's in the same city, you want everyone to know where you moved. So they send you mail to the right address. So they come to the housewarming party, so that they're there for Christmas with their kids and their grandkids, and it's a big family. It's a big fun time. So think about those things when you're making content. And instead of talking about, you must be really sad that your family's not visiting, start making content that's like, you want your family to visit you? Let me show you 3 reasons why buying a bigger house is going to get your family to come check you out. Or let me show you 3 reasons why moving to the beach is actually going to benefit you with your grandkids. Because those are things that they want. Those are personal pain points to them. And if you can solve those pain points with your social media content, with your true, genuine, you really want to do what's right for them, they can feel that in what you're saying and doing on social media, and you're invoking the exact right emotion. And that to me is what social media is all about.
Yeah. And more than that, guys, what I'll say right now as a nugget is that start learning where every single ranch style home is in your area. I have not had a single person over or who is older who needs that, has not said, hey, I want a ranch. I don't want stairs. I want a lot of stairs. Every single person, at least my career so far, 11 years, has I don't want stairs because of XYZ problems, or I want main floor living. If there's a basement, that's fine. Grandkids go in there. I need main floor living. So find all of those homes. Main floor matches are crazy hard to find based in your market. So find where all of those are. So now you guys are the hub of resources. People want to come find you now for that. Okay. So first part, so messaging, demographic, awesome. Cheryl, marketing. So kind of cover that a little bit, I feel like, in terms of how to talk to those folks. And you just have to remember, find where they're coming from. Okay. If you guys want to go to askthepublic.com, great website. Askthepublic.com. You guys can literally ask it whatever you want. People coming to Dallas, Texas to retire. Where are they coming from? Guys, I know we're not going to get into AI stuff, but guys, even asking Chat GPT, just ask it. If someone was moving to Miami, Florida, who wants to retire here, where are the top 10 areas that they're moving from? Right there, guys, that gives you a hub of resources. What do you do with that information? Make friends, make referral friends in those areas. Number one. Number two, find other professionals like the attorneys, people who are doing that kind of stuff, who are actually helping those folks transition away from those homes to a nicer area, okay, to have their final resting place, or maybe they want to retire finally, right, guys? Where are people flooding into your market from, okay? Another good resource is Where Money Walks, okay, or howmoneywalks.com. The name changes sometimes. It tells you exactly who is influxing into your area based on a variety of statistics, okay? Another good one is just general Redfin. It's not the best, obviously, we all hate it, but their tracking is actually pretty darn good. Same thing with, hilariously, UPS, USPS, FedEx. Guys, look at their data analytics as well. Where are people moving from? Because they track address changes, right? How many addresses are changing from point A to point B? So again, tracking our numbers is really going to be important, okay? So we got that right there too. Squeeze pages, okay? Yes, so again, guys, remember, track the data with that. Now, marketing-wise, kind of what Kimberly was talking about, okay? Find your messaging. We are not going to be going into how to run custom ads or that kind of stuff, because that's going to be a completely different class that we can talk about. But when it comes to that, remember, as long as you have your messaging correct, posting regularly, you understand where people are coming from, you're going to get in front of them before they find the phone call. Okay. Now, that being said, next thing from Eden, best way to market ourselves, social media, and how to track social metrics. Let's hop into this, right? Everyone right now, if you do not have a Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, that's okay. If you've not made one, that's completely fine. Let's get on there right now. You're going to have two options for each profile, except for LinkedIn. Business and a personal option for Facebook and Instagram, okay? Instagram, turn your profiles into a business account, okay? It's free, doesn't cost anything, it's completely free, okay? And you guys want me to show you my Instagram, I'll do it later, okay? But yes, guys, so remember, when it comes to that, guys, turn it into a business account. It's completely free. If you guys are having problems with it, again, just Google it real quick. It's like 30 seconds, okay? It's really easy. The back office on the settings profile, that's where we're going to track what Kimberly's talking about. Best times to post, who's watching you, who are they, where are they coming from? That's all in the back office. On Instagram. On Facebook, same thing. I think everyone has heard of Meta, right? Meta is nothing more than a fancy word for the back office of Google and Facebook. They're trying to make this meta world and sound fancy because it's not fancy. All it is that term for their back office analytics. It's all that it is, okay? Facebook is way more involved with tracking numbers, okay? Well, that being said, we can make an entire class out of that. We don't have time for that, unfortunately. But guys, remember, Facebook, Meta, Instagram, business account, they'll track your data, okay? So, Kimberly, what would you want to add to that?
Yeah, so I am actually going to go ahead and share my screen.
That works.
I'm going to share with you my Instagram account. This is going to just be a really quick walkthrough of finding some of those analytics. So first things first, we're here on my homepage. I'm going to click on my actual profile because that's where I'm going to find my dashboard. Dashboard is where I'm going to track my analytics. So now that we're on my profile, you can kind of see a really quick little insight right here. That's going to tell me 1.1 thousand people looked at my account in the past 30 days. but we want that to grow, right? That's something that we're obviously trying to impact a larger number of people. So I clicked on view insights right next to where I kind of highlighted. Now we're going to look at followers. So 1,180 people looked. Only 550 were followers. Majority don't follow me yet, or maybe they do now that they checked out my stuff. This is where they're finding me. So this is telling me what kind of content I need to be posting more of to get more non-followers coming over to my page. So I want my ideal client to find me on Instagram. 82% of my business in 2022 was from Instagram, organic, no ads, no payment, nothing. Like Stephen was saying, Facebook is really pay to play now. It's unfortunate, but Instagram, you still have a shot to make a name for yourself. And that does not necessarily mean thousands of followers. It means making a bigger impact on the people who don't follow you yet. So here's some of the things that I've recently posted, and it kind of shows you what was popular and what wasn't. So now I kind of know why these things are working, if they're working, if I need to post more or less of that content. We're going to scroll down and we're going to check my engagement. Engagement is just as important, if not more important, because this is going to show you who's actually interacting with your content, watching it for a long time, commenting, sharing, liking, putting it in their stories, telling their friends about it, tagging somebody in the comments. All of these, again, is going to tell you more followers engaged than non-followers. That's great because I have a lot of followers who are in my ideal client base. But if you are just now getting started or you're not sure about who your followers are, if they're mostly friends and family, that's not going to impact your business. So we need to start growing your non-follower engagement. This is showing me, again, what kind of content does well for me and what I need to post more of. So then we're going to scroll down over here to followers. It tells me how many I have. It tells me when they're active, days of the week, times of the day. You can get super specific with this stuff. I just kind of throw stuff out willy-nilly. I don't always have a plan, and you don't always have to have a plan. But if you do want to really hit your followers or your ideal client at their peak, I need to be posting at 3 p.m. on Mondays because that's when everybody that I want to reach is available. So then you can go into more specific stuff. You can check out, oops, sorry about that. You can check out if your following is primarily male or female. What age range is your following? Because you know what your niche is. If your niche is not 25 to 30, you don't want 25 to 30-year-olds engaging on your content because that's not helping you grow. That's not reaching the right age range, unless those are people who have elderly parents or grandparents who they are helping. That's another way that you can look at your market. Now you're looking at how old are my followers, how old are the people engaging with my stuff. So you need to know, what are you posting and who is it directed at? Biggest tip for that is for you to think of when you post as if you were having a conversation with your best friend, as if you were having a conversation with your ideal client. If you're telling somebody that you love dearly a story about real estate, make it so that it's engaging, make it so that it's entertaining. All of that is great, but talk to them like they matter to you, even if you don't know them yet. You don't have to say a specific name. You don't have to really be, break it down to that level. For me, I always say, hey, bestie, because that's my branding. I'm everybody's Albuquerque realtor bestie. I want you to associate happiness, joy, best friend vibes from me when we work together. But for you, your market is different. Your niche is different. So pick who you're talking to and speak directly to them in your content, and you will absolutely see a huge growth.
Love it. Awesome. Cool. Yes, guys, Facebook business page. Yes, we have Facebook business pages as well. We might get to that as well. But yes, guys, so next piece I want to get into, because we're just going on the list right now. Okay, guys. So Kristen, targeting seniors in community. Yes, okay. We have a multiple different ways to do that based off of the kind of, number one, money you want to spend, because if you guys do mailers, posts, Facebook, flyers, banners, community events, there's a million different ways to target individuals. What I would say is, number one, yeah, we can break it down based off of cost and that kind of stuff too. Obviously, free is all social posts and that kind of good stuff. Okay, you guys want to amp it up a little bit. You guys have to get in front of the camera. Okay, you have to. Why? People are Googling this kind of stuff. Okay, guys, how do I sell my house? Best place to go to. Or if they want to sell their property, move closer to their kids, they might be Googling, hey, how do I move to this area? Or movers, right? They might be Googling stuff like that, movers, packers, guys. Number one, offer those services as all in-house service. We'll help organize, move, pack, ship you, okay? Obviously, if it's local, super easy to organize. If it's out of state, obviously a little bit tougher, but still, guys, offer those resources and have that knowledge. But hey, who are the best moving companies around to get you from, Michigan to Florida or Michigan to Arizona or whatnot, right? So there's that. Number one. Number two, targeting seniors when it comes to the posts, again, make sure it's actual content that's going to get consumed by people going in front of themselves, the client, and people who influence their decisions. Okay. And then number three, guys, the posts, community events, the mailers, videos and whatnot. If you want to do a video, make sure the topics are going to be relevant to actual problems they're solving. Don't be about, hey guys, my name's Steve Norris, and I want to help you guys buy, sell a home. No, that's just ridiculous, and you're not helping them out. Hey guys, a better content is this. Don't say your name in the first 5 seconds. Because in the first 5 seconds, they're either going to watch or just completely go away. Because guys, let's be honest, okay? If you're watching a commercial or you guys are watching a clip, you guys are watching an ad on the little things where you can't scroll past on Facebook and whatnot, how long do you guys watch before you guys skip the video or whatnot? Be honest with yourselves, okay? Is it immediately? Is it muted? Or do you guys just keep on scrolling, right? So you guys have to attack the problem head on in the first 5 seconds. And then you guys can say, oh, by the way, my name is, I want to earn the opportunity to work with you on this. Please talk to me if, right? So again, find those things. How do you guys find those topics? Again, you guys go to askthepublic.com, ChatGPT, and just start asking it questions, okay? ChatGPT is nothing more than Google in a little chatbot that responds back to you, okay? It's not gonna take up the world. This is not Skynet. I promise it's not, okay? But it's just something to talk to regularly, okay? Targeting other folks in the area. Again, it comes down to what kind of community are you? Because guys, are you 55 and older? Are you a golf course? Are you exclusive? I mean, my grandma, we're from Northern California, and we were over in Sunrise, okay? That's in Northern California in Roseville, and it's one of the most exclusive 55 and older places to be, that particular area, okay? There's a lot of them around the country from the exact same builder, okay? So learn where those builders are and how to actually get into those groups, clubhouses, etc. Because honestly, guys, you could also teach classes at the clubhouses, okay? Get in front of people who actually are also talking, like they're accountants, okay? Again, they're attorneys, okay? So I hope that was a good example about how to target seniors exactly in the community. I mean, again, that's such a broad topic. I want to just kind of break it down real quick since we only have 20 minutes left. Kimberly, what would you add to that?
Saw a question in the chat asking about email marketing. And let me tell you something, if you are not using KV Core, if you're with eXp, it's free to you to use KV Core, and KV Core will let you put content from your social media into your email marketing. I can make a whole video about it. We can have a whole other class. Steven and I could probably be here for 4 or 5 days straight, just going through all of this with you. We love it, and we're so happy to help.
Yeah.
But email marketing, if you're not with eXp or you don't like KV Core, whatever platform you're using, first of all, you need to be putting your social media content in there. Yes, it seems repetitive, but first of all, you may not have clients who are on social media. So maybe they're not seeing that content, but it's valuable to them. 2, if you have clients who have younger family members who are helping them make those decisions, those people are active on social media, but maybe they're not your ideal client, so your content's not reaching them. So we want to use putting content into our email marketing to, one, show that we're, the experts in that industry. We want to celebritize ourselves. We are famous on social media for what we're talking about. 2, it's free content. It's free emails. Whatever that video is about, make it a transcript of the video in the email and send it out, because she said my seniors are reading their emails. Yes. When I have older clients, they love to sign stuff in person. They love to read their emails, and they love to talk on the phone for a long time. So you need to think about those little things. What can you incorporate into what you're already doing for marketing that also gets you back on social media? You want people coming to social media and staying there. So utilizing that content in your email marketing, utilizing the topics as what your next email will be, that's another great way. Hey, this week in my email, we're talking about this. Next week, you're going to want to check my video on Instagram because I'm going to talk about how to go through the probate process with your family members before, you know, whatever that entails. That way they're enticed to come back next week. They want to see what you're going to talk about next. So give them little tidbits, give them, you know, all of that heads up to get them to come back to the email, to come back to the social media, to share that with their friends and family members and relatives and things like that. People that you want to get your content out to that aren't seeing it naturally. Now you have people sharing that for you for free. And seniors, you guys, it doesn't mean you're old. I have family members who are way more tech savvy than even I am sometimes. So don't think of it as confusing or difficult for them. Just try and put it out there and just try and share it in a way that feels organic and natural, because they're going to want to interact with that. Even if they don't have that platform, they want to see the content because they care about you. They really do. So sharing that in email, that's another really great marketing resource. Absolutely.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kimberly, there's a quick question in the thread there. It says, can email recipients see your social posts if they're not account holders for that platform? Do you want to jump into that real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a couple of ways that that can happen. One, you can download the video. So for instance, I'm going to use a TikTok. You can make a video on Instagram called a reel. Either way, I like to download it and save it to my camera on my phone or my laptop. The reason being is that exact reason. If I'm sharing it with people who don't have that platform or they don't check it often or anything like that, it's an easy way for me to just pop it into my email content and they can see the same thing as my TikTok or Instagram followers see. If you do share it directly with a link, they may need to be a member of that platform. So you can let them know in next week's email, there will be 2 links to Instagram videos. If you're not already on Instagram, please just shoot me an email back so I know to download and send it to you directly. That's another touch point. That's another conversation starter. That's another way for them to say, oh, I didn't know Instagram was used for that kind of thing. Or, my grandson has Instagram, but I'm not all about it. And then you save it and you send it to them directly. But that, again, you really want to, like Steven said, you want to have 7 to 10 touches on these people. And that can just be one more way that you are getting in front of them multiple times and they're interacting with you. So at the end of the day, they don't have to have the platform, but they just have to let you know that they don't. So you know to send it directly.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys. Okay, moving on to the next one. What kinds of marketing materials work best, and do you market directly to seniors and their children? Both. So we want to market to both of them, right? Obviously, it's different messages, but again, when it comes to our direct focus, okay, what I would say is if you guys want to actually put some ad dollars, or if you guys want to spend, like mailers or whatnot, that's going to be directly to the target. The adult kids will follow in suit, okay? You don't want to talk about the retirement community or how to move on with your life if you're a 34-year-old, okay? That's going to be great for their parents who actually have those questions. They're obviously going to fact check you. Their kids will, because obviously it's mom and dad. They want to help out. So make sure the content is good and relevant. And when they look you up, they like what they see. So, side note, get your Google business profiles up and running, okay? If you have problems with that, because eXp is a digital cloud-based company, so we don't have a physical signage and whatnot. Again, it's a pain in the rear to set it up sometimes. I've had people do it in a day, no problem. I have people, and we've worked with them for 18 months. We finally got them going. It was crazy. I don't know why, but if you guys don't have your Google, your business page up, get that up right now. If you have problems, reach out to us. It's really easy to do. Hope we help out with that. Marketing materials, right? Number one, if it's a past client and whatnot, guys, make sure you are touching them regularly, okay? Whether it's something like the personal marketing company. The personal marketing company has a $25 5-year touch program that is awesome. Use for all my clients. 25 bucks. Kidding me? Get out of here, right? eXp has a partnership with another company as well, 10 bucks a month per client, and they will send them gifts every quarter to stay on top of them, okay? And they rotate gifts every single time, so you're never going to see the same gifts for more than like 5 years, right? So it's awesome, okay? If you guys want a discount to that, let me know, okay? Because it's one of our people that we brought into eXp. Number two, yes, more materials wise, if you guys are also wanting to target a neighborhood, you guys can do mailers, okay? If you want to do mailers, make sure you talk to a local company, okay, who does this. Guys, print shops are so expensive if you do it with a brand company. I promise, guys, find a local print shop, and we get our mailers down front and back double code, double color for like 70, 80 cents a thing, which is like half of what everyone else has told us, okay? And make sure, obviously, that that is going to be relevant to what you want to do, and make sure it's consistent. Once you guys start down a path towards one thing, you guys got to go. You can't just say, I'm going to send out 1,000 mailers and I'm going to wait for my phone to ring. That's not how it works, okay? If you want to do mailers, it has to be for the first blast twice a month, preferably, yes, twice a month for 6 months in a row. That's honestly, it's a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's a lot of money to do mailers in a larger area. Okay. But when it comes to the material, make sure it's relevant and fun, that they are actually able to hop on something. Okay. The mailer cannot just be something without a call to action. So again, there's tons of platforms out there to tell you guys exactly what copy, what to write on it. There's tons of stuff we can help you guys out with in terms of what to write, why, based off of seasonality, problems you're experiencing. If there's a high turnover rate in your area, as an example, one of the places out here in Denver, everyone knows it's called the Green Gables. Okay, everyone knows if somebody is selling property, there's only one reason why: they died. Okay, there was no ifs, ands, or buts. It's because you have died, unfortunately, right? Everyone knows, oh, John's dead, Deborah's dead. It's the saddest thing, but everyone knows that's why the house is for sale. So you have all these vultures flocking in to try to undercut them, right? So again, solve that particular problem once you know what it is, okay? But again, once you go in on something, go in on it, okay? Don't just be doing it sparsing, okay? Don't half-ass anything. Full-ass one thing, okay? So, yes, that's the marketing piece when it comes to that. But again, social media stuff, we can teach you guys how to run ads specifically so people can see you on their phones or at the gyms, right? If you have a local gym, it's an awesome place, right? Or the local club or the clubhouse or whatever, right? The rec center that you guys have in your areas potentially. There are ways to do that as well. And again, you guys can get in front of them. Yes, next one right there. First I'm visiting the group. Oh, thanks, Rochelle. That's awesome. First I'm visiting the group. SRES. Yes, guys, SRES is an awesome stuff. Senior real estate specialist. I'm also one of those as well. Again, going on the same lines, that is a really big educational piece. It's not end all be all. What I would say for that kind of stuff is that, guys, get in touch with a lot of lenders who do reverse mortgages. That's another key thing there, guys. Reverse mortgages are critical, okay? Because that is a early on indication that they're going to do something, okay? And again, you can solve their problems. And guys, reverse mortgages are the best thing, because if you guys actually know about them, then you actually know it's a very powerful tool and the kids don't have to worry about it, okay? Email marketing, seniors, yes, thank you, Kimbry. She did that excelente well. How to utilize, and that was from Kendra, thank you. Jennifer, policy. How do you utilize Instagram, Facebook to communicate with seniors? I think we covered that kind of early on. If not, you guys can let us know. And guys, just so you know, I'm talking fast and flying by. We have 10 minutes left. That's the only reason why I'm trying to fly by, because I want to get to all your questions, okay? Best ways to market to communities and children. Materials to market content and information. Number one value proposition that members of the senior community are seeking in the agents. That's a good thing there too, guys. So what I would tell you guys, this is actually a good topic for everyone to kind of think about, right? Because number one value proposition that seniors are looking for could be the ease of convenience, right? Are you a one-stop shop? Well, I just got a listing over in a condo in Denver. This gal's moving out and she's selling it because we're one-stop shop. She needs to remodel it. And so we have not only sell the property, but we're remodeling for them, get all the pictures, staging the property, and we're marketing and advertising the property so that they can sell and just move on. Okay. Like, what? You do all of that for me? Plus, you also know a moving company, organizers, and professional this and this, right? Yeah, right. I mean, guys, all of you guys have those resources, but can you talk about them in such a just it flows? Hey guys, this is my team. Hey, here's how we're going to help you guys transition on or make the process stress-free as possible. Okay. How can you guys emphasize that without just saying, yes, we can do this kind of stuff. Yes, we can do this kind of, yes, we can do this kind of stuff. Guys, we all have the ability to do those things, but you have to bring it up ahead of time. And you guys have to also know how to lay what I call the landmines and the grenades. Throw some grenades, because guys, you may not be the only agent they're talking to, right? So how do you guys lay those landmines and toss the grenades, the hot potato to the realtor and say, hey, now you have to answer this question, because well, I've already crushed this question about we can do all these things for you. And then there's another realtor, oh yeah, we'll do it as well. But it wasn't brought up in your presentation, or original phone call, or talks. I had to pull it out of you. So now I get a weird feeling that you don't have your stuff together. right? So again, you guys got to talk to yourselves because every community is going to be different about, the needs, the wants that are coming to that particular community or the particular demographic you guys want to get involved with because, I mean, everything's going to be different, right? Um, I love that. How do we add senior market in our social profiles? Profile bios. Okay, yes. Kimberly talked about that as well. Okay. So thank you, Kimberly. That's why I love you. Um, we're getting down. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Yes, provide links to these analytics. Yes, did that.
Yeah. If you don't mind, Stephen, I'm gonna
Yeah.
share something really quick. So, guys, if you weren't here when we first started, I can't remember if I brought it up or not, but I have a video about how to find your analytics and like kind of what you're looking for in those analytics. And I will share that with the senior leaders and they can pass that along to all of you guys. And then I also have an analytic tracking sheet and it's very basic, fairly easy to understand. If you have questions, please reach out to me because I would love to break it down for you. But I use this routinely and I track my analytics almost every single day. I'm looking to make sure that my content is reaching who I need it to daily because just as much as you're willing to invest money into farming or mailers or whatever, I'm willing to invest the 10 minutes to track that analytics every single day to make sure that my content is reaching who I want because like I said, 82% of my business organically came from social media, Instagram to be specific. When I'm on TikTok, it's more agent attraction focused. So if that's not really the area you want to be highlighting, that's okay. You can use TikTok to find clients. You can use TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. You can use them for everything. You can use them for different things, whatever you want. For me, TikTok kind of reaches more agents. That's kind of more of who's following me. So that's what I utilize that resource for. But Instagram, I'm reaching out to clients. I'm trying to build that know, like, and trust. And one of the biggest things that I have gotten as feedback from people about my social media is that it's not just houses. Please do not just post houses. If you are going to post something and you're like, if I found this on Instagram, I would probably keep scrolling. It's probably not something you need to post, or at least not very often. I post about my kids. I post about, the back behind the scenes stuff that I do as a realtor. I post about family vacations. I post about client wins. Share things that are impactful on your ideal client, things they can relate to, things they have interest in. Like Steven said, if you're in a golfing community, share some golfing tips or resources that they can utilize to go golfing or a discount at the local golf shop, whatever it looks like. Just do not only post houses or for sale, sold, for sale, sold, because that doesn't tell a story. That's not reaching them and engaging with them. So using social media, use it as like a diary. Share personal information as personal as you want to get. Doesn't need to be gross or anything, but share, about the issue that your mom had when she became older and you had to help her relocate. That's something that those people, nobody's really talking to them about, especially younger clients whose parents are getting older. Nobody's telling them what to expect. Nobody's walking them through how that process goes. So taking time to make 30-second videos about, hey, you know what? Our parents get old and that's really sad because we want them like dogs to live forever because we love them so much. But as they get older and they start to get to a point where they can't make those decisions alone, you're going to have to step in and help. Here's what I can do to be that support for you and your family member. Or they have the ability to make that decision themselves, but here's what you can do as their young child to support them in making that decision. Make sure that you're following up with them, however that conversation goes typically. Another really cool tool resource that somebody told me about really early on in real estate is free, totally free. Go through your text messages, go through your emails with clients and with other brokers or agents. What are questions that they are asking you? Has a seller asked you, what do I need to do about the roof? Because my home is older and I've never replaced the roof. Answer that question in a video. Answer that question on social media. Because you may think that only one person wanted to know that, but I promise you hundreds more want to know and nobody's telling them. And realtors are not always taking time to break it down and be that specific. But if you are, then your clients are going to go, well, she knows her stuff or he knows his stuff. I trust that realtor because they're sharing stuff that isn't relevant to me, maybe, but they know about it. And that way, if it happened to me, I could trust them to handle it. Answer those questions. Steven said, ask the public. That is a great resource. You can ask a couple questions for free every day, or you can get the paid version and ask it a million questions, but it gives you 50 to 100 ideas of what you can do to post answers to common questions. If you don't know, go learn and then post about it, because now you're immediately the expert in that field.
Yeah, that's a lot of great stuff, guys. And look at this. I think one of our last questions was squeeze pages, right? So squeeze pages, that is an hour-long video in itself, okay? Yes, they're awesome. KV Corda does it for free. We will send over to your leadership team a video that is about an hour and a half long. That was professionally done within eXp KV Core. Show you exactly how to best utilize that stuff. It's still work to learn a new skill. But again, guys, that's what KV Core is kind of cool, because within eXp, there is workplace chat. Just start Googling or start like looking at the keywords within workplace, like KV Core expert or class or whatever like that. I guarantee you, if you really want to have it built out like tomorrow, pay somebody like $100, right? That's people. I mean, people sell their service on there all the time. So it's kind of cool. So yeah, squeeze pages. Yes, we love that kind of stuff too. Text codes. That's awesome. But we got a few minutes left. I don't really see.
I don't
Does
know if
anybody
I
want
don't
to?
know if part of the SRES training, sorry for interrupting, is about communicating with seniors as a realtor who may have dementia, and any strategies about that. Is that related to your experience?
Yeah, so I've dealt with that a number of times, unfortunately. And what I would say is that in that situation, you have to make a business decision about, you have to bring somebody in that's going to be involved with that, because guys, it's a very legal thing if someone has dementia. Okay, you might say, hey guys, let's sign a contract. Oh, I don't remember signing this. I have dementia, right? And so, I mean, it's one of those things where you have to have a gut check. Like, hey guys, if there is literally every single person, friend, cousin, their pastor, or whoever is completely gone, or otherwise are dead, it's only you and them, you're like, guys, trust me, I've had that come back at me one time in my career so far, and obviously it didn't go anywhere, but they had dementia and they started coming back. But, you know, long story short, had the property, helped them sell, move somewhere else. They didn't feel comfortable. We didn't move forward, right? We were under contract. Luckily, the buyer was one of my friends. I've known forever. So they understood. They moved on, got another property. 2 years later, I get a complaint saying, oh, I know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. And I got my hand slapped and paid a fine. But I still, guys, 2 years later, okay, guys, remember, our files are recorded for years, okay? So it will come back to you. So I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying, remember, business decision. Okay, that's all it's going to come down to. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row. You guys consistently ask the questions. Or if it's so obvious to them, guys, have them consult a doctor. Or if, guys, ask their doctor, okay? And say, hey, guys, do I have some line up on this? Who has their POAs, right? It's very critical for that kind of stuff. So yes, Steve, that's a very good question. But yes, print shop. What print shop do we use? I mean, ours is local, guys. So I mean, Wendy, you're in Los Angeles. Ours is local to Colorado. So I would just honestly, and guys, again, Facebook, ask Facebook. I need a good print shop in Los Angeles to do some mailers. Or guys, I'm sure there are Facebook groups around you guys. Ask just, hey guys, I need a Facebook group. Or guys, start asking, just start Google it, right? Hey, go to your FedEx UPS store. Hey guys, can you guys do this? No, who can? Guys, just ask the question to find who the resource is. Just how you build a business in the first place, too, guys. Get good references.
A lot of title offices too will do printing. They also have tons of marketing tools. Somebody mentioned in the comments earlier, you can find a lot of information from your title office, especially for farming. You can really get specific about who you're looking for. And the other thing too is title offices are usually really affordable compared to going to other print shops, especially big chain print shops. Like Steven said, when I get signs, I go somewhere local. It's much cheaper, and it's usually 24 hours rather than waiting 7 to 14 business days for it to get mailed to me with a bigger discount. I'm willing to pay more to get it tomorrow. So think about those kinds of things. But again, thinking about this, you're going to what social media to ask, who do you use to print? Why? Because you trust those people's opinion. So be the person who has the answers for other people, even if it's not real estate related, on social media. And you're going to start getting people who you never thought were going to be a client of yours, even if they're a little bit outside of your niche. You're going to start getting people who are reaching out to you because they see that you're the expert. They see that you know your community, and they see that you have answers, even little tiny answers like print shops locally. We all want to know where Steven gets his stuff because it's great quality. His is local to him in Colorado. If you're not in Colorado, well, where can we go? We're going to go to Facebook and ask our friends and family. And that's another really big asset on social media, is being the expert of your area, having answers and solutions to problems, even when they're not about real estate.
And knowing where to find that. That's a great, great point. So I don't have to know everything. I just need to know where I find it, right? So, hey, this has been so much great information. Can you believe it? We're already over an hour.
We
There was
2 hours of information into that hour, so that's good. That was fantastic.
There's a comment in the thread that, hey, we need to do this more than once a week. We need to do it twice. Yes, absolutely. So yes, the desire is to get this up to every other week. And I really think I'm going to ask them right here in front of everyone, Kimberly and Stephen, would you come back again and help us again?
Yes.
All right.
We love you guys. Let's go.
I would love to. I know Stephen would love to. We would happily. And you can always lean on anyone over at the Young Professionals. We are there to be your resource, there to be your asset, and we love you guys. So let's partner on more stuff. We would love to.
You got it. We will take you up on that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Eve.
Yeah, synergy sessions.
Oh,
Yes.
There you go. Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you again. Thank you everyone for joining us today. We'll get this, we'll get all the information up. Eve is recording it. We'll get that on there. We'll try to get as much of the information about this out online, and we'll invite our guests back again to do another deep dive in it.
Thank you.
Yes, and as soon as I get those resources to Eve and Jim, they can distribute those to everyone freely. And please reach out to Stephen or I or anyone over at Young Professionals with questions, with feedback, with thoughts. Please, we would love to help you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you for having
Bye-bye.
us.